Have you ever watched someone destroy their life with just one sentence? My coworker Brad was the kind of guy who peaked in high school but never got the memo. Captain of the football team back in 2012, still brought it up every time there was a new intern. Worked in IT at our company but treated it like he was the office quarterback. Always first to speak in meetings. Always last to admit he was wrong. And while he wasn't bad at his job, his ego was insufferable. The kind of guy who sends calendar invites with mandatory attendance in the subject line. Now, our company does this yearly leadership summit, big event. All departments, everyone from interns to executives attends. It's where promotions, awards, and new project leads are announced. And this year, Brad was convinced he was getting the Rising Star Award. He told everyone, loudly, daily. I overheard him telling the new HR hire to block off her evening because he might need someone to take a victory lap with. Gross. I know. The problem? Brad wasn't actually up for the award. My friend Jenna was. Jenna, who'd rebuilt the company's internal database after a cyber attack. Jenna, who mentored half the interns Brad ignored. Jenna, who actually stayed late instead of just pretending to. The night of the summit arrives. Everyone's dressed to the nines, open bar flowing. Brad shows up in a tuxedo. Not a suit. A literal black tie tuxedo like he was about to win an Oscar. I'll admit, he looked sharp, but the confidence was unbearable. He kept saying things like, when I get called up there, I'm gonna drop some real motivation, like a TED Talk. People were side-eyeing each other so hard I'm shocked no one pulled a neck muscle. The ceremony begins. Speeches, applause, more speeches. Then comes the Rising Star Award. Brad's already halfway out of his seat before they even say the name. And then, this year's Rising Star goes to Jenna Park. The room erupts. Jenna's shocked. Everyone's thrilled. Everyone except Brad, who's frozen, mid-half stand, with a smile dying on his face. Jenna walks up, gives a humble thank you speech. Tears up a bit when she mentions her immigrant parents. She nails it. Comes back down to a standing ovation. Brad claps. Slowly. He turns to our manager and mutters, just loud enough for a few of us to hear. I guess they're just giving awards to sob stories now. Time froze. Our manager's face drained. Jenna's husband, who was seated 2 rows behind, heard it. So did the VP of operations and the woman who filmed the whole thing for social media. Brad realized he messed up the moment the words left his mouth, but it was too late. Next morning, an HR meeting was waiting on his calendar. Apparently, this wasn't his first offhand comment about coworkers. It was just the first time he'd said one with witnesses and a recording. By noon, his desk was empty. By evening, his LinkedIn said open to work. And the best part, Jenna's speech got posted to the company YouTube. Brad's little sentence was caught on a hot mic. You can hear it if you listen closely around the 428 mark. Comments were brutal. Congrats, Jenna. Also, who's the jealous tux guy? Someone made a remix of his sentence to sad violin music. It went viral internally. Last I heard, Brad tried to apply to a startup where our old HR director now works. She apparently just replied with the YouTube link. One sentence, one mic, whole life flipped.